Right then, so this is my full card review for Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. And yes, obviously a big main event where Daniel Dubois gets a big upset win over Anthony Joshua, unfortunately, which I'm not going to lie, I'm still kind of salty about that one as a big Anthony Joshua fan. But yeah, we move on anyway. We'll get to that. First of all, we're going to be starting with the first fight of the evening, which we will be talking about. Mark Chamberlain versus Josh Padley. Upset to start off the show as well and to end. Josh Padley with a big win over Mark Chamberlain, drops him as well. Honestly, I did not expect that to happen whatsoever. I was not expecting a win from Josh Padley. I was expecting Mark Chamberlain to absolutely walk through him, if I was being completely honest. That's what I predicted. I thought Chamberlain would walk through him, but Padley was just very good, very smart with the boxing. And, showed good power in his hands as well, to be fair, Josh Padley. He was very good at picking his shots, was very smart, moved really well as well, and just took the fight to Mark Chamberlain. And Padley looked really promising. And to be fair, Padley never at any point looked like he was actually going to lose that fight. He was just very good at being in control of that fight. And especially, look, ever since Padley dropped Chamberlain, that's when the tables fully changed for good, and you just knew Josh Padley was going to win. Chamberlain literally never really had Padley in too much trouble at all in that fight. Like, yes, Chamberlain did not rock. So he did catch Padley off guard with a few good heavy shots. Chamberlain did, but Josh Padley wasn't too overly phased and just continued doing his thing. It was funny as well because as soon as Turki Al-Sheikh walked in to watch his favorite fighter, Mark Chamberlain, fight, he's definitely not his favorite fighter. Otherwise, he would have been there from the start. But as soon as he walks in, Chamberlain gets dropped. And he lost the fight fair and square, that. And what's next for Chamberlain, I don't know. Does he go for a rematch? That would be interesting to see. But for Josh Padley, honestly, big stuff for him. Big win for him. Fair play to Padley. Did his thing really well. Boxed well. Showed some good power. Big statement there from Padley and a big upset. Fair play to him. Okay, next up, we of course got Josh Kelly versus Ishmael Davis. Josh Kelly wins this fight. It was close on the cards as well. It was actually very close on the cards. I didn't think it was overly close. I thought Kelly boxed really well throughout. I thought Kelly's good behind the jab. I think his movement's good. Kelly's always good on that back foot. Ishmael Davis can come forward, switch stances a bit. Pretty unpredictable as well, Ishmael Davis. He's a difficult fighter to deal with. I think the judges very clearly liked his forward pressure, but I thought Kelly was good at being able to pick Ishmael Davis off on that back foot and was boxing way better out of the two of them. I thought Kelly kind of slowed down a little bit more as the fight went on. Kelly was really, really, really good in the early stages. I think, he did slow down a bit, but I think it was clear to see, Kelly was still able to pick up a good few rounds in there anyway. So, Josh Kelly won the fight fairly easily, in my opinion. Davis he didn't really ever come close to winning or getting Josh Kelly in any big trouble. Kelly was cut, but it was because of a head clash and all that, though. But, overall, decent fight, but, Kelly was pretty dominant. I mean, it wasn't the best of fights, actually. It was all right. But, Kelly was pretty dominant overall, in my opinion, in that fight. Did his thing well and, was convincing, in my opinion, and definitely the well-deserved winner. His next steps are going to be really interesting to see as well. 100%. Okay, then. Next up after that, we, of course, got Josh Warrington versus Anthony Kikache. Great fight, this one, in my opinion. I really, really bloody enjoyed this one. I've done, just a full fight review for it as well on a separate video. I thought it was a very bloody close fight. The judges had it so ridiculously wide. It was criminal how wide the judges had it, in my opinion. 100%. It was honestly criminal how far they had it. To be fair, I think Kikache was good in that fight. I thought Kikache was good behind the lead hand at times when he was able to get his work in. But also as well, though, I thought at times, he could have used the lead hand a bit more in the fight, kept Warrington at range, because a lot of times in that fight, Warrington was quite good to be able to get close to Kikache and be able to land some good sneaky body shots in. And I said it in my post-fight review as well on the separate video I did. I think Warrington should have done a little bit more headhunting than what he did. I thought Warrington was good. He was able to land a good few sneaky uppercuts in there and stuff. But I thought Warrington could have done a little bit more headhunting and possibly I thought he could have done a bit more possibly. That's the thing. But yeah, overall, Kikache was good. I thought Kikache was mixing his shots up much better than what Josh Warrington was. I thought Kikache was more unpredictable. Warrington got a bit predictable at times for Kikache to deal with. Kikache knew, what he was trying to do. And then eventually, Kikache was good. He was moving well, boxing and moving a bit, which Kikache needed to do. And Warrington kind of just kept on charging forward in that straight line, going for big body shots. Kikache eventually was able to find him out. And yeah, and Kikache boxed the better out of the two and was the more unpredictable out of the two. But I think you can make an argument for both guys winning, and I've seen some people having a draw. But yeah, I think it was a very bloody ridiculously close fight, which I really enjoyed overall, in my opinion. Okay, next up we of course got what was after this one. It was what? Shit, what fight was it after that? Willie Hutchinson and Joshua Batti. I thought Batti was good in this fight, to be fair. I thought Hutchinson started off really, really well. Hutchinson started off strong. I thought he's good behind that jab, to be fair. Targeting the body a bit as well. But yeah, Hutchinson was good at trying to use his range, and eventually Batti was able to get into mid-range and get some good work going to the body a bit. Batti was mixing up his shots, being unpredictable for Hutchinson. And I just feel like a lot of times in that fight, and Hutchinson's main problem is that he just fights with his chin so high up in the air, and a lot of times in that fight he was there for Joshua Batti to be able to come in with some good quick counters, and that's how Batti was able to get some good success. But Hutchinson just fought his game overall though, and I think Boatsi's an elite level light heavyweight. Hutchinson's not, but Hutchinson will get his time. Definitely. I think we will see Hutchinson get his time. I don't think it'll be world champ, but I think, he'll be able to keep on beating some good names in the division. But overall, it was pretty convincing in the end there for Batti. Dropped him twice as well. Batti, showing that he's got power that you need to be very wary of. And he's very smart as well, Batti, with how he boxes. He's got good footwork as well, especially for his size. Overall, good performance there from Batti and was very promising. How it was a split decision, I will never know. How that fight was a split decision, how you can ever score that fight 113 to 112. So Willie Hutchinson's criminal, then you need to check those judges out. They need to be under investigation and they need to be fired from their job. But yeah, luckily we got the right winner in the end, Joshua Batti. Okay then, after that we got Hamza Sheraz versus Tyler Denny. Absolutely complete and utter blade domination from Hamza Sheraz in that fight. Hamza Sheraz literally wrecked him. He's so good, but he is big for the weight, though, to be fair, Hamza Sheraz. I don't want to call him a weight bully, but he is big and tall for the weight. He's good behind his jab. He's very strong behind his jab, Hamza Sheraz. Dropped Tyler Denny in a matter of seconds. It was a mismatch. I thought that Tyler Denny could have possibly made it a little bit more competitive than I thought. But no, it turned out to be the biggest mismatch we've seen in a while, to be fair. It was a massive mismatch. Not Hutchinson. Sheraz was just too tall for him, in my opinion, and Denny couldn't get to him. And Denny was just walking into shots. There was no head movement from Denny or anything like that. And Denny was just too predictable of what he was doing. Wasn't working angles. He just wasn't really good enough as the smaller guy in there, Tyler Denny. Couldn't cause Hamza Sheraz any issues whatsoever there. He tried battling in, trying to, land some good shots on the inside and try and clinch a few times. But in the end, Sheraz was the way stronger man than him. He was able to strike him off. Then Sheraz was eventually able to keep him at his range and then come in, try and close the gap down, land some good shots in there as well. Sheraz was just great all bloody fight, to be fair, mixing up his shots well. The jab's unbelievable. And yeah, second round, Sheraz got him out of that. I've seen the odd people saying it was an unfair stoppage. It wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. Denny was taking some big punishments in that fight. Well-deserved win there from Hamza. Sheraz. I want to see him in there with Yanni Beck at some point. I want to see him in there with Chris Eubank Jr. Hopefully Eubank wins on the 12th. But yeah, anyway. Then we go to our main event, Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Dubois literally wrecked him. It was embarrassing for AJ, and I hate to say it as well because I'm a huge AJ fan. But that was embarrassing for AJ. AJ literally went in there and was there to be hit. He looked so stiff. He was consistently getting his head snapped back with a jab, and AJ just kept his guard low, which I do not understand at all. Why you go in there again in a heavyweight fight as well and have your guard ridiculously low, I don't know. It was good for Dubois. He was accurate, picked his shots well, took that front foot from the off, and was able to dictate the pace of the fight. Dubois did very well with that kind of thing. He dictated the pace of the fight well, took center ring, took the fight to AJ, doing exactly what he should have done, mixing up his shots well. Dubois was explosive, putting some good combinations together well. And AJ showed heart in the fight, so big respect to AJ, of course. You've got to love AJ. I'm gutted he lost, but Dubois was doing his thing. But AJ was just there to be beat, though, really, if we're being real. AJ was literally there to be beat. I've done a separate fight reaction for that fight as well. But yeah, AJ was there to be beat in that fight. He was so hittable. And, let's be real, even before the first knockdown, AJ literally did not have his legs under him from the off at all. And it just looks like AJ was kind of blanking out Ben Davison in the corner as well. That's the thing. And then, I don't know, AJ just stuck his tongue out, and then decided to spam the bloody right hand, got countered and got knocked out. There was literally zero defense from Anthony Joshua in that fight. Zero defense. Why are you fighting with your guard low? Why have you got your chin high up in the air? And, AJ was just playing dumb quite a lot in that fight. And, you'd expect Dubois to be the one playing dumb. But AJ was in that fight. I was not expecting that at all. I thought AJ would make easy work out of him. I'm absolutely bloody devastated with it. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, AJ just couldn't keep Dubois at range. And, Dubois was able to cut the range down well. But it was also that AJ just wasn't using his lead hand enough at all. And that's on Anthony Joshua. But, Dubois did his thing well. But Anthony Joshua, there were so many mistakes in this game today. It was so disappointing to see. I love AJ, but that was such a letdown. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this video, Keels. Speak to you on a bit.